Donald Trump and Jimmy Kimmel shared the spotlight on one of the most explosive nights in late-night television history. A night that would redefine controversy and leave millions talking for days afterward. The stage was set in a state-of-the-art studio, its modern design and vibrant lighting creating an atmosphere charged with anticipation. The opening sequence flashed both names, Donald Trump and Jimmy Kimmel, in bold letters, promising an evening where humor, politics, and raw emotion would collide. From the very first moment, the audience sensed that this was no ordinary episode. Jimmy Kimmel, known for his razor-sharp wit and fearless interview style, kicked off the show with his customary monologue, peppering his jokes with subtle political barbs that resonated with viewers on both sides of the aisle. The live studio buzzed with energy, the laughter and applause of the crowd mingling with the hum of cameras and microphones capturing every moment. Yet, behind the smiles and laughter, an undercurrent of tension was already building. As the show progressed, the conversation turned toward a subject that had dominated the news cycle for months: allegations surrounding covert financial maneuvers and questionable business practices. In a seamless transition that caught no one off guard, Jimmy Kimmel shifted gears. With a calm but penetrating tone, he leaned forward and posed a question that would change the course of the evening. Mr. Trump, recent investigative reports and insider testimonies have raised serious questions about whether undisclosed funds were funneled into your personal empire. These accusations suggest unethical, even illegal, business practices. How do you respond to claims that your financial dealings were designed to enrich you at the expense of transparency? The question reverberated through the studio, its weight palpable in the charged silence that followed. Every camera zoomed in on Trump's face as he absorbed the gravity of the accusation. For a brief, heart-stopping moment, the world seemed to hold its breath. Then, with a burst of fury that shattered the calm, Donald Trump's expression transformed from measured confidence to raw indignation. "Those are nothing but baseless, desperate fabrications," Trump roared, his voice booming through the speakers. His eyes blazed with a mixture of anger and disbelief as he slammed his hand on the polished desk in front of him. "I built my empire through relentless work and unyielding determination. I will not stand here and be attacked by twisted allegations designed solely to smear my record and tarnish my legacy." The tension in the studio skyrocketed. In one fluid motion that seemed to freeze time, Trump leaped from his chair. The cameras captured every moment as he strode purposefully toward the edge of the stage. In a voice that trembled with barely contained rage, he declared, "I'm done with this charade." And with that, he stormed off the set in a fury that left Jimmy Kimmel and the audience in stunned silence. For a heartbeat, the studio was engulfed in disbelief. The suddenness of the exit sent shockwaves through both the live audience and viewers at home. Phones were whipped out, and social media platforms lit up with the now viral moment. Tweets, Facebook posts, and Instagram stories erupted with reactions, ranging from applause for his defiant stand to condemnation for avoiding the tough questions. In the midst of the chaos, Jimmy Kimmel, ever the consummate professional, attempted to regain control of the situation. With a wry smile and a tone laced with both irony and determination, he addressed the camera. "If you're enjoying this roller coaster of a show, be sure to subscribe, and comment below. We're just getting started." Backstage, the fallout was immediate and multifaceted. Producers scrambled to piece together a coherent narrative from the shock of the live broadcast, while network executives convened emergency meetings to assess the impact on ratings and public perception. Political pundits wasted no time dissecting every nuance of the confrontation. Some argued that Trump's dramatic exit was a masterful display of defiance, a refusal to be cornered by what he deemed a politically motivated attack. Others contended that his outburst confirmed long-held suspicions about his inability to engage with tough questions without resorting to theatrics. In the days that followed, the incident dominated the headlines. News outlets across the spectrum reported on the explosive exchange, analyzing the implications for both Trump's political future and the state of modern media. Editorials appeared, questioning whether late-night television had become a battleground for political warfare and whether the boundaries between entertainment and hard news had become dangerously blurred. Clips of Trump's exit were replayed incessantly on social media, often accompanied by hashtags like #TrumpStormsOff, #KimmelShowdown, and #LateNightControversy. As the media frenzy unfolded, Jimmy Kimmel found himself at the center of yet another debate, this time on the responsibility of hosts when confronting powerful figures. In follow-up interviews and special segments, Kimmel defended his approach. Our job is to ask the questions that matter, he insisted, even if they ruffle feathers. The truth should never be hidden behind a veneer of politeness. His remarks were met with both support and criticism, with some praising him for holding a Titan accountable, while others accused him of intentionally provoking a reaction. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Donald Trump supporters rallied, hailing his dramatic departure as a powerful act of resistance against what they described as biased and unfair media tactics. Conversely, his detractors argued that his exit only reinforced their narrative of evasiveness and a refusal to engage with legitimate inquiries. The ensuing debate spilled over into town halls, talk radio, and even dinner table conversations, as America grappled with yet another moment that epitomized the deep divisions within the nation. Amidst a storm of opinions and viral clips, the narrative began to evolve. Analysts started exploring the broader implications of Trump's outburst for political discourse. Was this a turning point? A moment when traditional media methods would be upended by the unpredictable dynamics of live television? Some speculated that this incident could mark the beginning of a new era in political communication, one where established protocols were challenged by the raw, unfiltered reactions of public figures under pressure. In one particularly memorable follow-up segment on a major news network, a panel of experts debated the incident at length. One analyst argued that Trump's explosive reaction was emblematic of a leader who refuses to be controlled by the mainstream media's narrative. Another countered that such behavior only undermined the possibility of constructive dialogue. The discussion spilled into a broader conversation about accountability, transparency, and the role of media in shaping public opinion. Throughout, the reverberations of that fateful night on Jimmy Kimmel's show could be felt, a persistent reminder of the power and peril of live television. Later that evening, as the dust began to settle, Jimmy Kimmel returned to the airwaves in a specially recorded segment addressing the incident. With a measured tone that blended gravitas and his characteristic humor, he remarked, "Tonight, we witnessed something extraordinary, a moment when the lines between politics, entertainment, and truth were blurred in a way that none of us could predicted. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment on our videos if you believe that moments like these are essential for holding our leaders accountable." His words resonated with viewers, many of whom felt that the night's events had peeled back another layer of the complex relationship between power and media. In the weeks that followed, the controversy continued to ripple across the cultural landscape. Late-night shows invited pundits to discuss whether the incident signified a decline in civility or a necessary disruption to the status quo. Social media debates raged, with users on all sides passionately defending or condemning the actions of both Trump and Kimmel. The incident was dissected in countless blog posts, opinion pieces, and even academic articles that sought to understand its lasting impact on political communication. For Donald Trump, the explosive exit from Jimmy Kimmel's show became a defining moment, a flashpoint that would be referenced in future speeches, interviews, and even political rallies. It was a moment that encapsulated his refusal to be boxed in by the narratives crafted by his opponents, a symbolic rejection of the tactics he claimed were designed to undermine his legacy. And for Jimmy Kimmel, it was both a career-defining episode and a sobering reminder of the volatile nature of engaging with powerful figures on live television. As the nation continued to debate the merits and demerits of that tumultuous night, one thing remained clear. The collision of personalities, ideologies, and media dynamics had created a moment that would be remembered for generations. It was a night when truth, controversy, and the unyielding pursuit of accountability converged on a single stage, leaving an indelible mark on the fabric of late-night television and political discourse. If you found this account as riveting as we did, please subscribe and comment to join the conversation, and share your thoughts on this unforgettable clash. Your engagement helps fuel the debate and ensures that voices from all sides are heard.